Alias and Skrizla. And Hayes seems to have gotten a pretty good start. Got most people starting on the hards, it looks like, as Norson does the fastest Sector 1. Skrizla only 0.2 off of Mr. Man. And it's really, really close through the start here. Nobody's been able to get any significant gap. As it looks like Mr. Man has been passed, at least visually. Not sure. I think Ilias maybe have gotten in front of him. It's hard to tell because Ilias is really, really laggy. But a great first lap, as I do think Mr. Man maintains his lead. Gabriel does the fastest lap with the fastest Sector 3. It's a 1:31. Only a 0.2 lead Mr. Man has. As Joker, starting from the pit lane, does the best Sector 2. He's got a lot of ground to make up. Gabriel best Sector 1. Mr. Man under a lot of pressure from Gabriel as Gabriel moves up positions and he's coming down the inside of Mr. Man. And it's neck and neck. Let's go on board with Gabriel. Yep. My flipping M key isn't working. Hold up. Okay, let's stay in the perspective we are. Gabriel goes to P1. Passes Mr. Man. First lead change of this race. And Mr. Man is still under a lot of pressure from Skrizla as he goes wide. Mr. Man falls to P4 as Gabriel takes the lead and does the fastest lap with 1:28.2. Is DRS on? I think it's on. Anyways. Gabriel now pulling out a 0.3 advantage on Skrizla. But it's still very close. As now DRS has been enabled. My bad, guys. But now Gabriel up to a half-second lead. He is on the mediums as opposed to the rest who seem to be mostly on hards. And Hayes takes P2. Mr. Man back up to P3. Skrizla down a little bit. Still have P1 to 4 only separated by about a second. Ilias 2 seconds back, and then we have Tyranide 7 seconds back. Gabriel ekes out a little bit more of an advantage. Tyranide with the fastest lap, Joker with the fastest Sector 2. Penalties are huge here, especially for this pack of people that are all 1 through 5 within range that they would lose a lot of positions. Joker does the fastest lap with a 1:27.2. Gabriel using all of the track to his advantage. Now Ilias is falling a little bit back. He's now at 2.8 seconds behind. We've got a battle, I think, between Gem and Tyro for P6. They're very close. Hasco and Stewie are also very close, the Haas and the Red Bull, which are our two constructors leaders. These are the second drivers who are taking over in the absence of the mains. Fighting for those last point spots. And Joker's been making good time. He'll probably pass Atlas soon. He's decided to start on the mediums. Atlas is on the hards. Snorson is on the hards. Mustansar is on the mediums. Stewie hards. Pasco also hards. As we see Stewie chasing him through the S's. And Stewie's getting real close. He might make a move into the DRS zone. Both of them get DRS on Gem, who must have gotten a penalty. And now Stewie gets past Pasco, it looks like. I have to tell there's a lot of lag right now. Yes, Stewie gets past Pasco, both of them past Gem. And Tyranide's up to only a 5-second gap instead of a 7-second like it was before. Ilias is maintaining his gap. Hayes is still within a second of Gabriel out front. Skrizzle has made up a place as Mr. Man has dropped back again, fighting with Hayes. The good thing for Gabriel is he has Hayes and Skrizzla who will be getting in each other's way and fighting. As Skrizzla gets a slowdown, it looks like, and that puts him right with Tyranide as Tyranide overtakes him. This is what I was talking about with those penalties being really costly in this tight group. As we get a little bit more gaps starting to form. As Gabriel finally gets a second to Hayes, and now 2 seconds to Hayes. It jumps up. Mr. Man can use this as an opportunity to make his way back up. And Mr. Man seems to have gotten a penalty or something, because now he's passed by Skrizzla and Tyranide. Tyranide's making up some good positions. Mr. Man has dropped quite significantly from a very strong start and a very strong qualifying. He's now down to P6, 6 seconds off the lead. Gabriel, 2-second gap to Hayes. Hayes, 1-second gap to Ilias. And Hayes takes the lead. Gabriel has gotten a penalty. Hayes now in the lead. Ilias challenging, half a second behind. And this has been a close race. And Hayes crosses the line to maintain the lead, but Ilias is only 3/10 behind him. We know these two have quite a history, Ilias and Hayes. They are bitter rivals. And that gap is maintaining at about half a second. Yeah, you need to be careful from behind as Gabriel is still has great pace on those mediums. Now lap 8. The preferred strategy probably for those on the hards will be to go till around lap 20 and pit for softs, or possibly go to around lap 18 and pit for mediums. Silverstone is a very high dig track. He still maintains his lead. Mr. Man up to P3. From P1 to P6, back up to P3 as he gets past Gabriel. Mr. Man, Gabriel, and Chrysler are all still fighting. And Hayes and Ilias so close as well. Tyranite has dropped back significantly from them. He's now at 12 seconds back from the lead, and Gem's close. He's close to Gem, who's 15 seconds from the lead. And Stewie has been able to stay ahead of Pasco and get about a second gap, but Pasco's still getting DRS on him. He's gonna stay with him for a while. And what has happened to Tyranite? Having some difficulties as he's now behind Pasco and Stewie. And Atlas being passed by Joker, as Mustansar must have also had some difficulties. He's down in P13, 57 seconds, and I didn't even notice the 7+8 DNF'd, I suppose, on the first lap or something. That looks like he only got one lap in. Joker now making up places. He's in P10. He's in the points. Norson and Stewie to come next, and Pasco after that. He's got a very realistic shot to get to around P7, possibly even to Gem. His pace has been great. Let's look at lap times, as Ilias may have gotten ahead of Hayes. By the leaderboard, Hayes is still ahead by a tiny margin. And Ilias has gotten ahead of Hayes for the race win. Or for the race lead, sorry. I was thinking about something else while I was talking. Ilias ahead of Hayes by 3/10 and make that 7/10. As Skrizla passes Gabriel, so Gabriel now down to P5 from the race lead, and they're still from 1 to 5, not even more than 5 seconds spread apart. Mr. Man, Skrizla, and Gabriel are fighting hard. And Joker now past Tyrannide. Atlas and Tyrannide are battling. I'm not sure what's happened to Tyrannide here. He continues to drop. Now 41 seconds off the lead. Ilias pulling 8/10 on Hayes. And Stewie gets past Norson. And Pasco's past Stewie. I missed that. And he's pulled 2 seconds on him as well. Pasco up to P7, still 12 seconds off of Gem. But a good points haul if he can maintain P7. Mr. Man now down to 7 seconds off of the lead. 3 seconds behind Gabriel, as he seems to have gotten another slowdown. And I'll be right back. I just need to rejoin real quick. Taking slightly longer than expected. Been plagued with issues today. Oh great, it's just loading. What the heck is wrong with this? I get a different problem every time. Power outages, internet outages, Roblox being dumb. Finally, I'm back. Ilias has the lead by a good margin. As a Red Bull goes off the road, that is, Stewie. Stewie goes off the road and he is, lapped, it looks like. So Ilias, with a comfortable lead now. Skrizla P2, Hayes P3, 6 seconds off, and Skrizla nearly spins, drifts around the corner, and that'll be Hayes into P2. Chaotic. Joker's up to P7, about to overtake Tyranide, and Tyranide's P6. Yeah, I assume he's about to overtake Tyranide. As I lag out, but thankfully don't disconnect. This is very interesting. And I assume some people have pitted. I don't understand how so many people are so far off the lead otherwise, but let's look. Yes, Mr. Man has pitted onto mediums. Gabriel has pitted onto hards. Skrizla still on his hards. Hayes still on his hards. Ilias still on his hards. I would think they're trying to make it to the lap 20-ish mark so they can get softs on. Let's look at our laps. We have Joker with the fastest lap. That's a 127.2 as Mr. Man does the best sector 2 and he's got a green sector 1. He might take that fastest lap soon. Tyranide with the 128.0, Gabriel 128.2, Gem 128.4, Ilias 128.5. All the way down to P7, we're in 128 range. Hayes and Skrizla still very close. Skrizla gets back past Hayes. Both of them on those old hards. And Hayes may have gotten a better exit there. Gabriel and Mr. Man very close. Mr. Man may have gotten a position. See? And Hayes is back past Skrizla. Shaping up to be very, very fun fights to watch. And Gabriel does not get the DRS, and Mr. Man gets past him. It's pass and replay. Pass. Joker now must have gotten a time penalty. He's back to 6 seconds off of Tyranide. Pasco's still holding on to P10. Tyrannide and Joker very close. Joker gets a better run and he takes the position. Joker's up to P6. He'll have a long ways to go to try and get to Gabriel and Mr. Man. But P6 is a great result for starting from the pit lane. And Hayes has gotten some breathing room from Skrizla. And Skrizla spins wildly, gets it back on track, but that'll be a bigger time loss. He's trying to survive on those old hards. And that's not going to be good for him, because Mr. Man and Gabriel, who've already pitted, are now going to be right behind him and on fresher tires. And Skrizla is coming in to get rid of his hards. We'll see what tire he chooses to go on to. And Skrizla has pitted onto the mediums. Let's see where this puts him, because it may put him in range of Joker. But I do believe Joker still needs to pit. And I think he has gotten out ahead of Joker. And yes, Skrizla is comfortably ahead of Joker. See, Mr. Man has pulled a little bit of a gap on Gabriel, and Gabriel gets a slowdown right there. That's some more breathing room for Mr. Man. He can try and chase Hayes down, and I don't think Hayes is pitted. I don't think Ilias is pitted either. Ilias comes into the pits now, our race leader. Lap 19 of 28, he's going for softs. It's going to be, now lap 20 of 28. Going to be 8 laps on softs, the predicted window. We'll see if he comes out ahead of Mr. Man. And he does. He's got a comfortable margin. Now Hayes into the pits. And Hayes has gone for mediums. That is interesting. And Hayes then gets passed by Mr. Man and is now fighting with Skrizla. And it's flat out pedal to the metal to the end. Mr. Man may be able to try and get close to Ilias. Tire age is similar as the Red Bull of Stewie, I believe. Yes, and that's a DNF for Stewie. Bye, Stewie. And if Ilias gets a slowdown, he would be right with Mr. Man. He can keep it clean, he's good. Gabriel looking to get a strong P3. And Skrizla, after a lot of misfortune, still looking to have quite a positive net position in the end. As Hayes is now full 6 seconds off of him. And Hayes is very close to Joker now. Joker still has to pit, I think. Yes, he still has to pit. So Joker leaving it very late, it looks like. And he gets a slowdown there, as those hards are struggling. And Ilias is pulling a little bit of a gap now on Mr. Man. He's pulled out nearly another 2 seconds, and he's kept it clean so far. And Gabriel's getting, or Skrizzle's getting quite close to Gabriel now as well. Joker still not pitting. Interesting decision. And Ilias now with a 5.5 second gap to Mr. Man. Grizzly here trying to chase down Gabriel. He is on the better tires and I think the newer tires. And he's gotten really close here. He may be able to make the move, and he does. Coming down the pit straight. Skrizzla up to P3 in the podium. But Gabriel will be trying to fight that back. And Gabriel with the DRS, not able to answer. Skrizzla has the better tires. And Skrizzla's up to P2. What's happened there? Mr. Man must have had some sort of a spin or something, so Mr. Man is down to P4, Skrizzla up to P2. What a great race for Skrizzla, and an unfortunate one for Mr. Man. Gabriel now has fallen back by 2 more seconds, and we only have 5 laps to go. Joker's still on those hards, still needs to pit. And you know what? I'll tell him he needs to pit, because otherwise he'll be bitching and moaning. And the Hayes now overtakes Mr. Man. And maybe the softs are falling off. Seem to be working fine for Ilias. Let's look at the lap times. Mr. Man has done 127.3, barely short of Joker. And he does as fast as Sector 1 just this lap, so the tires are still clearly doing something for him. Joker 127.2, Mr. Man 127.3, and Alias a 127.6. So we've got 1 through 5 all in the 127s. Actually, wow. Skrizla and Sunny Hayes, currently, their best lap is both a 127.697 for both of them. As Mr. Man does his best Sector 1 and the fastest Sector 2 of the race. He might take the fastest lap here. And he's looking to get past Hayes. He doesn't get past Hayes, but he does a 126.6 to beat Joker. And he's all over the back of Hayes. Hayes seems to have gotten a good exit. So does he. And they're both catching Gabriel as well. And he's past Hayes, it looks like. Hayes having to run pretty wide there. And Mr. Man may still be able to recover back to the podium. Check in on Joker, he's still not pitted. Hayes running wide. And Mr. Man up to P3, he's overtaken Gabe, he's overtaken Hayes, and he's done the fastest lap in the process. The softs still have life in them, and he's using them to the full. And Hayes now also trying to get past Gabriel, who is struggling on those hards. And Mr. Man does the best Sector 3 as well. As he's pulling time on Hayes. So he did, for his last 2 laps, a 126.6 and a 126.7. Absolutely monstrous performance from Mr. Man. And it's very good to see the Ferrari doing well. And Ilias has 17-second gap to Skrizla. He has done amazing this race. He's just absorbed all of the pressure. And it's lap 27 of 28. We have one more lap to go. We have Ilias comfortably in the lead. Skrizla with a great P2. It's been all over the place this race, but he's managed to get P2, and he's got a comfortable gap to Mr. Man in P3. Hayes 4 seconds behind that. Gabriel 8 seconds behind that. Gabriel had a great fight at the start, but fortunately faded towards the end. Joker from the pit lane to P6, although he will be investigated after the race for not pitting. Gem with a strong P7. Pasco in P8. Tyranide P9. Norsen P10. Just outside of the points we have Atlas and Mustensar. And our two DNFs, which is Stewie, who retired the car, although he had a good race at the start, and 7 plus 8. And it's the final lap. Ilias lagging across the sector 2. Now lagging across the sector 3. And Ilias wins the British Grand Prix. I do believe that's his first win here. Skrizla P2. And now Mr. Man P3. And that was quite a good race, I will say. Gem across the line for P7. We have Hayes, Joker, and Gem have all finished. Pasco now. Across the line. P8, and I missed that. Tyranite and Pasco within 2/10 of each other. Now Norsen. Pasco holds on for P8. And Atlas coming around the final corners. And I think Mustensar must have DNF'd. Alright. That is our race finished. We'll get the podium picks. Thank you, everybody. Everybody but the top 3 can go now. And what a great race. A inaugural win for Ilias. And we have our podium pick. Alright then. Well, good job everybody. I've got a bunch of graphics to make and a website to update.